What's up, YouTube? I am so excited today. Today, I received my first 3-box order from a new bank that has nothing but Brinks rolls. I'm so happy to be getting away from those Loomis boxes that have produced so little over the last 4 or 5 months. So today is going to be an exciting day. I've actually got 3 boxes. I'll be doing 3 different videos. Hopefully these boxes do produce for me. But before I get into this box, I wanted to stop for a second and ask you guys, if it's your first time to the channel, or maybe you're a constantly returning visitor and you haven't done it yet, please go smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the channel. Let me know what you think about the videos. I'm working hard over here. I'm trying my best to find some silver. Haven't been so fortunate, but I'm hoping things turn around with this new bank. So with that said, let's get into this box. Now these boxes are a little bit different than those big Loomis boxes. I've already forgotten how to get into these. I've only done one before. And you also can't see all of the enders when you get the box open, so it makes it a little bit tougher to know if you've got a good box or not. There we go. Let's just take a look at this top half. Do we see anything good? I do not. At least I don't see any silver just yet. So let me get these all out of the box. We'll get a look at both sides. I'll let you know if we do happen to see any silver. And we'll get into those rolls. See you in just a second. Okay, so we've gotten them all out of the box. We've checked both ends for silver. Nothing's jumping out at us, but we did have a lot of eagles on the back, and sometimes it's tough to tell whether it's silver without being able to see the date. So with that, I'm going to crack into the first roll. Here we are with roll number 1. Now, if you haven't watched my channel before, I do go through these looking for silver, but I also go through them looking for errors and varieties, so I will check the date on every single coin. If you look in the description of any one of my videos, I do have a link to common errors and varieties, or I shouldn't say common, but there's common and not so common errors and varieties on that sheet of paper. So if you were thinking about getting into coin roll hunting or just want to try it once for yourself and thought you might look for some errors or varieties, that's a nice little cheat sheet to go by. And you'll see I'm throwing some coins off to the side. Those are potentials for errors and varieties. And I have a digital microscope, which I will check those under. Usually every 10 or 15 rolls or so, I stop and go through what I've pulled. But that first roll didn't have anything but clad in it. So I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to go through probably the rest of these 10 rolls, and I'll bring you in if I find anything. And if I don't, I'll bring you in at roll 10 or 11. So we are through 9 rolls, and I wanted to stop. This was not really a find or anything. It was just kind of interesting. It was a 1979. If you can see that, it looks like somebody routed out the entire edge. And all you can see in there is the coppery part. I'll get the light on that a little bit better. Just thought it was kind of interesting. Looks like it's been completely routed out. Going back in the bin. I just never seen it before. This is roll 10. Just quickly open this together. If it looks like clad, we'll just cut and go to the next interesting roll. But since I had you here, looks like mainly clad. I got one shiny edge. Do we have an NIFC? No, we have a 1980p. All right, let the hunt continue. Hopefully we find something interesting here shortly. So I think my excitement might have been a little premature. We are 40 rolls in. I have nothing on the board. I do have a bunch of coins to go through for varieties and errors, which I have not done yet, which I said I was going to do, but I wanted to quickly plow through all of these coins. And I'm hoping to find something here in the last 10. So let's just do one together. Maybe it'll change my luck. Let's see here. How's that look? Right about there. Good. let's see. See lots of clad. See lots and lots of clad. Let's see if we have anything. There's a 73D we can check, a 71D, a 71D. These rolls have been full of really nice bicentennials, like barely uncirculated, maybe almost uncirculated bicentennials, but I've got a bunch of those already. A 72 we'll look at. There's another one. Sorry about the interruption. Got a FaceTime call that interrupted the video, but I was just showing you guys a second bicentennial. I've got a bunch of these. Other than that, it's been a lot of clad. I will say I'm excited to open an entire box and not have 80%, or there's another one, or 50% of it be a searched box. Like I've probably seen $5 worth of coins kind of like this, or with the markings on the side, to kind of let you know somebody's either done something to the coin or previously looked at it. So it has been nice to go through a box and not know that it's been searched by a million other people. So anyway, that was roll 41. I'm going to get to these last 9 rolls. If I don't find anything, then obviously we won't bring you in. And then I'll go through these remaining coins for errors and variants, and hopefully there's something there I can show you. If not, we'll do a little wrap up at the end and hopefully see you here in a second. All right. Well, we are all done with that box, and we have absolutely nothing to show for it. Not an NIFC, not a variety, not an error, no proofs, no silver, no nothing. I know I said I had 3 boxes. I was going to make 3 videos, but this one, I can't end on that. We got to find something. So let's just go ahead and get into another box. Let me get it open. Let me get them laid out. We'll take a look at them together and we'll get started. We have box number 2. I checked both sides of each roll for silver enders and found none. I did see an awful lot of bicentennials, but we know they're not special. I didn't see anything that looked like NIFCs on the ends or proofs. So now that we got them laid out and they're ready to go, let's get into these rolls. So bringing you in here, we've been through 20 rolls, and this last roll was an interesting one. In one of my quarter videos, I talked about how bicentennials seem to be harder to find in quarters, but not so hard to find in half dollars. But this was my last roll, okay? These were the non-bicentennials. These were all of the bicentennials. So 2, 4, 6, 7. So 13 of the coins in this one roll were bicentennials. You won't find 13 bicentennials in a whole box of quarters sometimes. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The other thing I'll show you real quick, these aren't finds per se, but if you've just gotten into coin roll hunting and you hear things like DDOs and varieties and errors, and there's something else that's called a machine error. And I was checking these 1972s for the no DDO, or I'm sorry, the no FG on the back. If I can get close enough here. And is this one of them? Actually, this is not the one I wanted to show you. It was this one. This was the 1972. And you'll see here on the word half dollar, you'll see the big shelf there on the you know, all of the letters of half dollar. It's called a machine error. It's where when they press the image into the coin, the machine slips. And you get this sort of press and slide kind of thing on the imprint on the half dollar. So these aren't worth much anything, but it was kind of interesting because I was looking for preferably this little FG to not be there. But unfortunately it was, and found this cool little machine error. I mean, it'll go back in the bin, but they're kind of neat. If you didn't know what they were, hopefully that helps you out. And I'm gonna get back into these rolls, and if I don't find anything, you know, in the next 10 or, you know, maybe 20, I'll go ahead and just bring you in and we'll do maybe the last 10 together, and I'll speed it up a little bit, and at least so we can experience opening these rolls together. So we are up to our final 10 rolls. I'm just gonna open these all on camera. I won't sort through them unless something looks really good. I'll just lay them out so you guys can all see them. All in all, as excited as I was about these Brinks rolls, at least usually in my Loomis boxes, I find an NIFC or two. And I have literally found nothing in back-to-back boxes. You know, I mean, I don't consider a machine error a find. Along the way, I did have one or two. I had one or two coins that looked like they might be DDOs, but they were either so damaged or the evidence was so weak that I didn't even bother putting it up in the video because I wouldn't want to misinform anyone. So anyway, you know, we're going to keep at it with these Brinks rolls, at least for a couple of weeks. See how they turn out. Lots of bicentennials. See how they turn out. They, you know, at the very least, it'll be something new, something different, and hopefully I will find that magical box that's got some silver in it. Because I know for 5 or 6 months now, I've been doing Loomis boxes with 3 silvers to show for it. I think only 1 or 2 on the channel. The other thing that I'm in my head trying to figure out how to do it, because I have like a regular job, so I can't run all over the country during the day. But I was talking to my local coin shop guy who, he's been coin roll hunting for years. I think he's slowed down quite a bit. But we both tend to agree it could be that I live in a relatively metropolitan area, you know, just outside of Atlanta. And just the way money cycles and the money that's down here in the system, there just might not be that much silver. Just due to Atlanta's history. And, you know, we were both thinking it might be worth taking a trip out into the country, you know, getting in the car one of these days and mapping out all the banks that I can actually get to give me coins. And go for a trip. And just go kind of bank to bank, seeing what they have in the vault, seeing what they have in the cashier's windows. You know, get an hour or 2 outside of Atlanta and see if it's different. And if I find a good bank, you know, maybe start placing an order or 2 out there. I just threw a $50 into my paper waste, so I'm gonna have to dig that out. That's nothing. So 2 rolls left. I've laid these out because there's not even an NIFC in them. So, I mean, I'm just gonna go through them after I turn off the camera and make sure that I didn't miss anything, because, you know, you will occasionally, a coin will just not look like what it's supposed to on the side. And sometimes you miss something. That's a 72D. I'm just going to check for a DDO. But as you can see, these have all been clad. This is what both boxes have looked like. This box in particular has had an extraordinary, there's one right there, an extraordinary number of really, I mean, the edges look really good. I mean, they're clean, not a lot of marks. I mean, I would say these are almost uncirculated or BU quality. They've got some toning to them just because I think they were probably in a roll together. But, I mean, there must have been 5 rolls of these bicentennials in this box. But here's another one. Just there's, you know, 10 rolls in a row of a lot of nothing. A lot of clad. So, these are nothing. Disregard those. They're not special. So anyway, I'm going to close the video here. As I said, I will go through these off camera, and if I do happen to find an error or variety, I'll bring it in, tack it on to the end of this video. But thank you for watching. If you are a fan of the show, or if you're a fan of the channel or what I'm trying to do here, please do. If you haven't already, you know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. I'm sorry that the boxes aren't producing, but like I said, I'm trying to change things up, try different banks, try different boxes, and see what we can find. I do have one more Brinks box I'm going to do at some point over the next few days, and I'll get that posted up to YouTube. Hopefully we find something in it. And then I'm going to have to go order some more coins and see what we can find. So anyway, take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.